Hello again, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of the Thief Gold Iron Mode Fan Mission Playthrough. I'm your host, Deathstalker, and today we shall be looking at a level known as Torben the Traitor, made by Tony Kruveer. It's a German name, so I'm not exactly sure that's how it's pronounced. It was made on June 17th, 1999, which June is German for June. So, June 17th of 1999, which means that it was the same day as the last level that we did, Mice R Us. And also beyond that point, we also have the fact that it was mentioned on the website that it was on the 18th. So I was being given the fact that it was a date later, but apparently it was the same day, which either way, pretty straightforward. It's the 17th or 18th of June. Anyway, this is a small and fast level. That pretty much summarizes what this level is. Already I can kind of think out basically the entire layout of the level. I have a pretty clear thought in my head because it's very quick. Very short, sweet, and simple. And basically the story is that the Guildmaster has sent you to assassinate a traitor. That's really all we get. Apparently because you're part of some guild, it's basically assumed that you're not Garrett, and you have to assassinate some traitor. I believe there might actually be a readme at the beginning of this mission. I forget, but I believe there's a readme. So I'm going to hope that that's the truth, so we can hopefully get some storyline to it. There's supposed to be a map to this. Note that it says map/automap for all these. Automaps at this point, I really don't know what an automap really is. You know, what they even really think an automap is. I know what they mean by, like, the highlighted areas in the original Thief, but really, automaps in general and all that really doesn't become useful until Thief 2, in my opinion. Really, maps don't really become that useful until Thief 2. Then all of a sudden you start really loving maps and start using them like crazy to figure out where you are in relativity to everything and whatnot, figure out if there's like missing rooms in between areas. Basically, the maps of Thief 2 are a lot more useful in application. The Thief 1 maps are very, very rusty, hand-drawn, and you end up never really using them. But according to this, it says it has a map, so we'll see if that's true. This also has multi-language support, but it's partial because the author has terrible English, apparently. There's no briefing, but there's going to be a letter in our inventory, so I was right about that. According to the difficulty of this level, it's supposed to be rather easy. From what I remember of this level, I think there's like 1 or 2 instances of it being pretty rough sometimes, but overall, it shouldn't be too bad. And beyond that, I'm not seeing too much out of the ordinary, so with all that in mind, I think it's ready to begin. Alright, let me load up the mission. And we got normal. No idea what mission we want. Or we could just press the end button if we want to give up. Apparently he changed that button to say end for whatever reason, instead of just like go back or whatever it is, options or whatever. And he changed the line that's like skip training to say play Torben. So we'll play Torben. Let me actually check if there's a map. There will be a map. It says something about like a natural water cistern, there's a well, there's a building thing, then there's street. That's all we're given, so yeah, as usual, not that useful. Okay, so our goals. Find and kill Torben. Search for the sword and take it with you. Steal 1,000 worth of loot and everything you want. Go to the street and meet Theo in the underground. Alright. Maybe a lot of this will make more sense after we read that readme. I'm going to skip this. That way I can just check right out the gate. We have 1609 loot to get. 1609. Alright. Seems pretty straightforward, so all that in mind, let's actually start the mission. Press this, and hopefully you should see something. Let me make sure. Looks good. And they said, we have something in our inventory. What on earth is this? Well, the level was made by a German person, and apparently he used German language files for all the inventory items. So everything's going to be in German. That could be a major inconvenience, to say the least. If it wasn't for the fact that we should at this point be hopefully so used to the thief items that we're not going to have to read the descriptions to find out what these items are. So we don't need to see Schwert to see that it's a sword, or Prugel's a blackjack, or Bright Kolfenfeel is a broadhead, or Wasserfeel. Feel must be arrow, and that's like a water arrow. And we don't have anything else. And that's a Triangle-Toothed Lockpick. So like, Gesagter Dietrich must be like that type of lockpick or whatever. And if you see here, letter from the Guildmaster. So as you see, things that are new to the level have been translated, while everything else has been put into German. So yeah, rather, at least that makes it so that way anything that you wouldn't recognize, you can figure out what it is. So we got a letter from the Guildmaster. July 8th of 1168. So 1168. Greetings! I have a mission for you. A traitor must be killed. Through his false words, 2 members of our guild are killed. Now the traitor lives under the protection of Lord Unger's soldiers. Sneak into the house near the city border and kill him. His name is Torben. Find and take also his sword. It's the member sign of our guild. Steal everything you want. If you have killed Torben and taken the sword, go to the street and then into the underground. There you will meet Theo, the guildmaster. So, yeah, there is our plot line. Even though it's basically giving us everywhere else, basically at this point anyway, we had everything. Except the fact that Torben's a traitor, he lied and made 2 people die. Now, we gotta kill Torben. Alright, because once again, we're doing another assassination-based mission like the Lady Gilder one, A Noble Death. But for some reason, we're having to go on a lot of assassination-based missions, but at least this one isn't supposed to be Garrett, if I'm correct. Like I said, because he's part of a guild. So that really wouldn't be Garrett. This is just intended to be some random person. And it's more forgivable in a way because of that. That's its explanation. So that's the way you come down. Nothing really in there. And here we have a moss arrow, a moose feel. And we have a rope arrow, which in New Dark I remember seeing things of this rope being too short. So once again, New Dark ruins compatibility with things. And this is why sometimes playing the vanilla is nicer. Just so that way you know it actually worked and get to appreciate it more as it functioned instead of blaming it on the author or something. Anyway, here's the hard part. We have a patrolling guard around here, and well, I can't exactly see where the guard is. Basically, you have to wait for the guard to patrol here while being on this rope arrow that if we change our angle, it'll light up. So we have to stay in the same angle. Wait for him to turn around. And now we have to not make a...
Who's there? In the shadow.
And we alerted someone just because we happened to be looking up here when the guy was looking this way. Whoopsie.
We'll find you soon enough.
Hopefully they weren't fully alerted.
Probably nothing.
Oh, he wasn't. He gave up pretty easily. He's still looking for me, and the other one's like looking this way. Oh, no, he's not looking towards me, but the other guy is searching for me, so I can't get up there. Now the strategy should be... Luckily it's flesh at the bottom. Otherwise I'd be dead there. And now the rope's gonna mess up on me. Come on! I'll climb up the rope. Because fun on rope arrows and all. You wanna douse this? That didn't do anything really. And knock you out. Move, move, move. I'm surprised he didn't see me. But now I need to find dark corner. This works. Alright. We found the dark corner! You think he saw me? I couldn't tell. I don't really care either way, though.
Don't make me come find you.
I am surprised he did not see me there. How did he not see me there? Wow. But that's what I mean by this well is kind of funky with its lighting. It will light up for a second, then it won't. And it's rather Twitch-based, this area. So...
Nothing making noise now.
Now we wait.
Hello? Is someone there?
Nobody here.
Oh well. Don't know what it was.
Great. Oh, just what I need to
Where
jump
are
again.
you tougher? Don't move!
Jump! So, yeah. Don't drop off the edge of well, you have to, like, crouch on it. Even though it's kind of thin, I don't even know if you can crouch on it.
Make one little noise.
And this is what I meant by the beginning area being probably the biggest pain.
Where's the thief now?
It's once you make it to the house, you don't have to deal with this type of stuff. But this area, for some reason, is very Twitch-based.
I'll find you. Just you wait.
Who wants to bet that he's not done looking for me? Maybe if I let him go for a few seconds, let him do like a full cycle of his patrol path. I'm hoping. I doubt he's going to be calming down, especially since... Oh, that's nice. Is that inside the house, or where was that? I saw someone earlier. Nice. So he's coming back.
And then people up above me get all the light.
Okay, good news. He's mothering to herself.
I don't have another thing to eat in days.
Just sit right here. Come on. Okay, now crouch. And now let's see if he can be... Yes, he can. And I get the back door key. So as you see, sometimes it's just a matter of patience. Waiting a few seconds and maybe it'll calm down. Just sometimes it stinks because why are they so twitchy to begin with? And this is an area that's just a pain because of the lighting. It's like, the climbing ropes is a pain to begin with. So adding in a twitchy light mechanic and all that and whatnot can make it a little bit more tedious than it needs to be. Now for the most fun of this level though. Because that at least had some challenge or whatever if you want to say it had challenge. This is just you sitting here picking open a door. And it's a very slow picking door. If you haven't already noticed. This is really excessive. I mean, come on! How long can you make picking a door? At this point, I really just want to pull out my sword and bash down the door. It'd be faster than unlocking this door. That's pretty sad. Alright, what was so great to protect? The bathroom! Of course! If you have to heavily guard a room in the household, Which room do you guard? The outhouse! Of course! That's the most brilliant idea ever. Sounds like something a prankster would do. Heavily secure the... I don't think you can get out here. Surprised he wasn't woken up during this whole incident. We still have yet to find any loot, though I'm not surprised at that because probably most of the loot's going to be in the house. 16 something. I forget exactly the number, but we'll see when we get close enough, right? And we have a sleeper guard. My greatest adversary. And another note, which we can read. People don't discuss the guard schedule for the weekend. Protect the traitor. The Lord has ordered this. Sergeant Temper. So apparently everybody knows he's a traitor, and they call him a traitor. Really? Don't protect, protect this guy, or protect whatever. Protect the traitor. Yep, that's what everybody calls him. Your job in life is to protect the traitor! We picked up a piece of lab, which is bread, apparently. What's up here? Any guards or anything? Doesn't look like it. Was worried if I knocked out him. Some loot's in here. Now the question is, which way is he going to wake up from? I'm assuming he's going to wake up towards the room.
What's going on over there? Take that!
Ow! Come on! Really?
That's it! You've had it!
Oh, yes, I have. Now what? Really? Now what? Can I douse, like, this candle? Also, speaking by the way, this is another time we've actually seen candles used as lighting. We saw that back in Shadow Business or whatever. Let's see if I douse this. We're doomed! May actually walk off his bed soon, which would be productive for everybody involved. Wait, what are you doing? Why was he running?
As soon as I find you, you're dead!
I don't exactly have many places to hide. My solution.
Lost him. No good.
Come on, through the chest! No! Through the blade chest! There was a chest there! Why couldn't I jump through that? Now what? I'm running around on 2 bloody health. All because this guard woke up! Oh great, now we probably already more guards. Well, this has been a disaster of a playthrough. I've alerted absolutely everyone in the level in the course of a few seconds because of a guard waking up on the wrong side of the bed.
Come out and fight me!
Yeah! If you want to stealth-based playthrough this level, I think I failed it in every way, letter of the word. I hit him from the right side.
Think you're so clever.
My god. That's it, just kill me. This level's a disaster this time around. I'm just gonna restart. Because it's like everything has just been going wrong this run around. I could do much better just replaying this. I had the right idea with the side to knock him out from. They decided to play twitchy, and I decided, let's let him line back up, and that didn't exactly work out. I should have continued trying to hit him, and this is why I usually continue hitting the guards. Because if you let them line up, they'll spin around or something and they'll see you. I was thinking, let's let them line up. You know, because maybe it's cheap if I'm doing that. I don't know, but now I remember why I do that. Okay, he's gonna be coming, so I gotta wait like this. Don't want to move around, look around or anything. You want to look straight ahead like this. As silly as this looks. You can't even look around this area. Which kind of bugs me, like I said. You know, yes, it does add a little bit of challenge, but it is a pain not to be able to look around what you're doing. And then you have like this guard over here. Nope. Too low. Nope, rope bug. And the rope bugs do not make it any more fun. Okay, douse this out.
Is someone there? Seems quiet enough now. Oh well.
There's that. Now we just let him wander through this room. And now we do what we were supposed to be doing before. While we carry this unbreiter corpor, whatever you want to call it. Of course, now we have the fun part. Unlocking the bathroom door again! Yay! This is what the level consists of, people. Unlocking a slow, tedious door. This is not climatic. This is not amazing at all. If I was a completionist, I would ignore this door entirely. Lighted fire arrows, I might consider using them. That's actually the solution of them. If you have a long picking door, or any picking door, and you want to go on like a murdering spree, just lay down a mine and blow open a bunch of doors. There's one shot where the mine will blow open a wind door or something. So we have this, we have that. Read that note, because why not? Get that piece of random bread. And this time, we're not going to be foolish.
Something there.
Oh, come on! He was already searching for me!
Scared, are we?
He was already searching for me! Really? Oh, great, he just stepped off the bed. How is he not able to reach me? He stepped off the bed and wasn't able to get me. That was almost pitiful. Now I'm hoping he'll lose sight of me.
Come back out here, you tapper!
Now I'm not exactly sure how I'm doing this because, like I said, he was already searching for me.
Just there. Where is he?
Suddenly I dislike the sleeper guard even more.
Come out and fight me!
I think this has to be my least favorite guard in the level. You just mutter something to yourself, make it sound like you're calm. Because most likely you're not. You're going to go out there, I'm going to try and come out, be all happy, and you're going to try and murder me. I know exactly how this works. I've seen it happen billions of times. You're not going to trick me with your endeavors. Could you just pretend to be unconscious? For me? Okay, that worked. Well, we got rid of that pain in the butt guard. Like I said, he's extremely over twitchy, I think. I wasn't really doing anything as far as I know that could have really worried him or woke him up, so I don't really know why he did what he did. And then he was able to already see me because he had woken up so prematurely that he was able to spin around when I was on the chest right behind him. Even though I was totally silent getting up to him, so yeah. Twitchy guards. Gotta love them. Hooray! Another moose field! Not exactly sure what I'm going to use these moose fields on. We may find out eventually, right? Bunch of old crates to throw around. Smack all these around in random corners. I'm assuming most of the loot's going to be in the house, so no surprise that we only have 134 so far. My ladder nearly dropped me there. Been having some bad luck with ladders lately, so just warn y'all. Alright, so we have a backdoor key.
Hey, where'd you come from?
Of course I would have bad timing. I lock the door.
Wait! Murder!
I locked him out of his own house. Classic. I could run around the rest of the mission and now he'd be yelling at me from outside the house. All because of bad timing. Only one way to do this, as far as I see. And that involves dousing this room with torches. Maybe a train wreck. Because now, it's going to be basically pitch black. Oops. One more. Alright people, this is what we have to deal with. You ready for super stealth? We gotta figure out where we are. Welcome to Thief the Dark Project! It is literally dark out here! I have no idea where I'm going right now. Yeah! Help me? Somebody please? Tell me where I'm going! Could someone just yell at, like, yo, follow the sound of my voice or something? Okay, there's that. I want to walk backwards from this so far. Then I want to go right. And I hit the wall. Okay, we've reached the door. Well, he's just calmly standing right there beside the dead body. Thank you for that key. Watch as I go out there and he tries to murder me, though.
Come on.
Well, thank you for the pickpocket.
Come out and fight me.
He was calm until I actually walked out there. Oh, now he's floating me there. Come on! No! Stupid! I opened this door so you can come out in here. Come on!
As soon as I find you, you're dead.
I don't doubt it, especially since I can't see you, really, if you come in here. We're going to be playing first one to find the other one wins. Because, yeah, we both have an equal chance of bumping into each other. No. Stupid. Come into the darkness. Hiding.
I'll find you. Damn you.
Apparently, he does not want to mess with the darkness. I don't blame him either. Where do you think you're going? Come on. Here. In here. In the darkness. In the giant patch of nothingness. Good. Good. Now you can...
Come out and fight me.
Now I have to try and look for the opportune moment. Well, he's walking around on his patrol. And yeah. Yeah. Something tells me he's gonna find me before I find him.
Ah!
Yep, he found me. And where am I going? Ow, this is the door. Where? No! Where am I going? Help!
Die, Tapper!
Wait, this is the same door! I keep running into the same door over and over. Stop! Come on! Where's the door now? Okay, where is the door? Help! Well, that was a disaster. All because I couldn't see! How is that fair? I can't even see what I'm doing! Okay, I guess that's challenge, I'm gonna say. The challenge is you can't see what you're doing.
Show yourself! Wait, who's that?
And I failed in 2 seconds. Okay, so I freaked out guards inside the house. Let's hope they calm down by the time I get to them. At this rate, I think I'm playing a little bit more reckless because, well...
Who's there? Huh?
You know, at this rate... Guys are already alerted. That's it. There's more than one way to open a door. That's the way I chose. Because, yeah, I'm tired of picking it open. Alright, now for the fun part of can we knock out this bloody guard without having a headache this time? Probably not. Come on. On the chest. No, on the chest. Garrett, on the bloody chest. There's a chest here. I don't see an invisible thing. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be able to get on this chest. Why am I not able to get on it? And yet, if I come around here... What?
Scared, are we?
I hit him from behind! I hit him from behind! Seriously, game? I hit him from behind! There was no reason for that. That was cheap. That was cheap, game. And now he's going to be able to search around me in this room. That was cheap, game.
Damn. Lost him.
I mean, wow.
Come back out here, you taffer!
That was cheap.
Ah!
What? How did he see me from behind? Seriously?
Think you're so clever.
What's going on with the AI? He's supposed to continue searching for me when I walk around behind him like that. That's it. Reload. Because, as you've seen, this can't really do anything with the AI at this point. We might as well just reload it. Be less of a problem than trying to go through that again. I tell you, this sleeping guard's the biggest problem. It's sad when dealing with him is a bigger problem than all the patrolling guards. Everyone, yeah. Surprisingly, I don't think I alerted anybody there. Good timing? Like I said, the only guard, you know, beyond that one inside, because that was just bad timing. But bad timing at least is more acceptable than that guard inside, you know, there. Like I said, I hit him on the back and he didn't. I think I need to douse that candle beforehand.
Sir?
Didn't seem like doing this before was too bad, so I'm going to chop down this door again because I do not want to have to open it. Much easier just to bash it open at this point. Alright, let's play. Can we get around this bloody guard this time? Probably not. Can I get on the chest? Yes, I can. Now, let me shoot out this torch. That seems to do something. And of course he spins around as I try and blackjack him. Because he was searching for me for whatever reason.
Come out and fight me!
Alright.
Damn. Lost him.
Well, at least now he is searching for me. And he's
As soon as I
stuck in
find
the
you,
bed.
you're dead!
Alright, I'll take this. I'll take this. He's stuck in the bloody bed. Tell you, if there's one headache-inducing guard, it's this one. Because seriously, he's gonna wake up as soon as I get anywhere near him, and yet he'll instantly go into search pose, so that way I can't knock him out. Instead, when I try and knock him out, he'll instantly spin around. He won't even just get hit. No, he'll instantly find me. This AI is more than twitchy than anything. Well, at least he's easy to knock out if you leave him alone for a minute after the whole maniacal being chased around. Hope he doesn't get glitched off the bed. But yeah, this one guard is definitely makes things a bit frustrating because it's not really fair. I'm not waltzing in this room flying all around like a maniac. I'm not even trying to pick open a chest nearby him or anything. No, he'll just spin around and be on search mode. The guards in the original Thief don't do that when they wake up. I get the right side, I guess the right side, so why am I not able to knock him out? Throw a few crates around, I don't know why I'm doing this. Well, let's do it. Just bounce them all around. I don't really care. Am I allowed to kill guards? I'm curious, actually. Yeah, you could murder anybody you want in this level. That's probably another reason why they would do something like this and not care. Because the fact of the matter that you can basically kill anyone you want in the mission. So, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So that's why it's the way it is. Probably because you can kill anybody. This game's easy, yeah, you can walk around and murder everybody. You know, for us experts that actually don't like... Oh god, what was that? What on earth was that? Wow, that was good AI jumping. I managed to fly from a crate onto this wall. And I'm able to see the area of the fence we normally ever would get to see. I don't want to fall over there because I'm not going to get back. That's the area we never get to see. Wow, that was awesome. Well, let's drop back down because I don't want to fall over there and be stuck. But that was amazing. That was amazing.
Is that you? Gotta
now,
stop jumping at nothing.
This time we know to wait for this guard that patrols here. They said you basically have to know about this guard or else you're basically doomed to alert him. So we'll let him waltz through here. Because as you see, we tried the use it, douse and torches approach. It doesn't exactly work too well for us because this is the era of level design where when you douse all torches, it becomes pitch black because the ambient light level back then was set to 0, not what it's supposed to be at like 20 or something. Which means when it's dark, it's ridiculously dark to the point that even Mats and Gamma or whatnot you won't be able to see in. And yeah, it's absolutely frustrating when you have something like that. So yeah, ambient level 0, do not do. Luckily most people these days do not do it. Most people haven't done it in a long time, and it really was just this little period of time here that it was mostly done. This is one reason why I don't douse too many torches generally. I think there's a guard that patrols up here. I'm not too sure. There he comes. Like I said, I don't really want to have
Just
to...
the wind, I guess.
He's gonna see a unconscious body, is he?
What's going on over there? Nothing now.
Gotta run up the corridor.
What was that noise?
I don't want him to do such. I'm a few inches to this dark corner. And now we're actually in the house. Which means we should start be able to find a lot more loot than the 134 we currently have. Doesn't look like too many threats in here.
Noise.
Just a servant. And a bunch of loot here.
Must have been nothing.
334. Still quite a bit to go, but that's something. And let's actually put you in this dark corner here because I don't even know if someone's going to be patrolling down here. Oh, here's some more wine.
Something moved there?
Someone there? Just the wind, I
Too
guess.
much coffees this morning.
So he patrols.
Seems clear.
I have to kind of evaluate my situation here. Right up to here with these twitchy guards, though. I can tell you that much. I don't need any more sleeping guards. A tablet. That's what kids play on. Not a thing you eat on. Alright, so that is 434 loot. Not much darkness here.
Hey, what was that?
Here is your knockout because you're facing away. And this dark corner over here is a good hidey hole for me. I don't think there's anything else over here. If there is, I can't even tell. I'm trying to like draw the shape out in my body. And it doesn't seem to lead anywhere, it just seems to be a dark cubbyhole. So, we want to knock out this guard that's patrolling down the stairs now. And then we should have the first floor to ourselves.
Did that shadow move?
Alright. One floor down. A lot more calmer and easier to navigate in, at least. We have two locked doors here, oddly unaligned. And we won't really get the key to get out of here until it's really time to get out of here. This with the key to the basement. With random carrot and some gold. Let's head down here and deal with the guards. The earlier we deal with these guards down here, the better. This guard patrol by.
Someone...
Move over here quickly, and before he turns around or anything, we'll knock him out. I don't think there's any other guards in the basement, so I think we're good. So we have one more control area at least. Which is good because any area that's not... That area I was in earlier where it was totally pitch black is probably a good idea. Ticking machines for the reason of being tickety. Bunch of crates lying around. And there's our sword, but to get that, I believe we have to get Torben first. I don't believe any of these keys work. Yeah. We're going to have to find Torben first and kill him. Which we could with an arrow to the head. We'll see. First we have to get up to the second floor. Luckily that's the easy part. The hard part's actually surviving the second floor. Okay, so...
Something moved there? Nothing to be seen now.
I think that guard's facing his head towards me. This is pretty awkward. Here, can I douse this torch?
Strange noise.
What happens if I douse that torch? Move over here. Have this little patch of darkness. I can't really move that way. And I believe that's a patch of tile. So if I stepped on that, I think it would alert the guards. So I think this is where one of the moose fields is going to come in handy. course, now he decides to turn around. So this was a complete waste of a moss arrow, but okay. At least we got rid of the guard. Now this patrolling guard is going to be coming back soon. I want to be ready for him. So this guard doesn't seem to turn or anything, so this should be relatively simple. And that means we really only have to worry about this patrolling guard. And does his patrol get funky at all?
Hello? Show yourself.
Yeah, see, it was a weird patrol path, but we luckily caught him when he was turning towards the door. We had sound issues here. It's like it's getting cut off. But luckily we're able to make out what we need to.
Coward!
Right.
Show yourself.
There we are! This is a hard guard to knock out because most of the time he's going to react like he did. You have to get him exactly right on the back of his head. But luckily we finally did. Really no other way to knock him out easily. You could just leave him there because, you know, he's kind of just there. But, you have an obsession with knocking everybody out. So, we leave one guard. Most of the loot must be in here, right? We'll see. Sounds like there's still a guard somewhere. Not sure where. But what I do care about this ain't gonna be easy. Got this. Ow! Get stuck in the wall. I twitched so fast. Okay, it's a sword combat. Luckily, he gets taken down in 2 hits. So, he's not the hard combatant at all. Most likely, you're supposed to just walk in there and murder him anyway, because he was facing you, so not exactly that hard. But we were trying to be a bit more stealthy, and that didn't work out. So we got Torben's key, which I believe opens up the safe thing in the basement. Before we get that way, I want to find all the loot. Which most of the loot is going to be in this room, as I figure. We'll see exactly how much we come up. Okay, that was a weird thing to pick in that chest, but okay. The 784 loot. Right, 8. Ooh, but nice bit of loot on that table. Chest, whatever you want to call it. 1184. Here's a note on this table. Sunken in, but still here. August 11th, 1168. The guild will kill me. I think they will send someone to me. Soon. The sword is in a room in the basement. Only my key will fit. Torben. Alright. So, we already dealt with that, and that was basically a clue to tell us, go to the basement now, idiot. But before we go, let's get into the bathroom and get all this loot. Bathtub. Any rings or anything in the water? Not seeing anything. But there is one right on this little staircase here. Seems very easy to miss. Okay, 1359. Still missing about 300 or so loot. But that could be because we have yet to come into this room and collect the rest of the loot. Nothing on that table. Anything down here? No. It's 1509 loot. We're still missing a bit of loot. Oh, I saw a ring up here. I saw a ring. There we are. 1609. Why do I feel that wasn't right? Was it 1609? I thought it was 16 something. More than 09. Like 1640 or something. And do one little quick check of this room. I said 16 is a valid number, yes. And what's the number we were supposed to get? But I'm curious, was there any like thing less than 100 loot or so lying around that we missed? That we were supposed to pick up as well. Check under the table. Goblet. Junk. Move out my way. I'm trying to look for loot. Nothing in the fireplace, it looks like. Should douse the fireplace, shouldn't I? Just in case. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I had to make sure. Check this room. Bottom shelves, upper shelves, bottom shelves, upper shelves. Chair. This. Check under here, no little containers or anything. Beside the bed, follow the outline of the bed. Okay, check like the sidings of the bed if I can. Can't really get on the bed, so I can't really bounce on it like I would in Thief 2 or something. That is gonna like the floor. Not seeing anything else in this room. I may want to check the outside area one more time before we move on. Just to make sure we're not missing any loot out there. Basically, I'm giving one more fell swoop because I really believe it was something 40 or something. I could be wrong, but like I said, I'm not too sure. This is what happens when you are very forgetful in the loot value. Like I said, I can't remember an exact number, so it could be in that dark corner for all I know. But I'm not going to really be able to look in there unless I get really desperate in the event that, say, it turns out we're going to have to come back and look for loot. We haven't actually had one of those where I've had to go through the level again and hunt for loot, so interested if this was the first time I had to do this. Like I said, I'm trying to look to make sure there's no other loot I'm possibly missing. Like I said, I'm not too sure if there actually is. That's kind of the scary thing, is the fact that I'm doing all this, but maybe completely pointless. Because it was 16 something, I just can't remember if I have the 16 or what. Let me open all these chests that might be useful. It could be very easy to miss one of these or forget or something. Looks like we got all these. Got the snacks on the table. Looks like anything we could have grabbed, we grabbed. So I'm going to assume that that's all the loot. And live with that hope. And we'll see at the end of the level if I have to actually go back and hunt. I'm hoping I don't have to. Like I said, may not have that luck today where we can just call it quits. Here's Torben's key. Nothing in here for gold or loot or anything, just a sword. This is a sword for the guild. And it's used as an item, so you can't even use it like a real sword, like Constantine's sword or whatever. And here is the warning: emergency switch for the main doors. Only used when in critical situations. Also, this is probably the first time we've ever had a readable one of these little note card things. In the original Thief, everything was always, shown just on the top of the screen with those type of note cards. Some of these fan missions, they start making it so that way it becomes another readable. In full screen mode or whatever. This is just basically the front gate door. Pretty straightforward. As I said, we'll see if I have to actually go around and hunt. I'm not too sure this time around. I'm not 100% confident in the loot number. But I can't remember what it was. So these get unlocked for a limited amount of time. And to close them, that is. I've got that guard pretty easily. And once we lock these doors, basically, that means we'll never be able to get into the place again. Not that we have much of a reason to come back anyway, as long as we found all the loot, which, as I said, I already hunted around. If I have to hunt for loot, it'll be on another playthrough, it won't be here. So, yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say let's lock these doors. Now, even if I want to get back, I can't. I'll knock you out! Read this note. Warning! All town gates closed this night until we solve the zombie problem. Gawain, command the city guards. There's some interesting backstory involving zombies, but sadly we never get to see the zombies. And there's the sewer entrance. And that there ain't really much to do out here. Looks like it's just drop into the sewers and head to your contact. So we can drop down here. Down here we have our contact. Who happens to be Tarkus? Wait a minute, what? Tarkus is our contact? Alright, so we finished that level. 23 minutes and 51 seconds. It was 1609 loot we were looking for in the mission, so I got the maximum loot. Sadly, unlike usual, I didn't really pull up my loot amount. I probably should have, but I wasn't thinking when I was running down here. Plus, I was kind of thinking I'd have to go back and get more because I was pretty doubtful. I thought it was 1640 or something weird for some reason. But it was indeed 1609 loot. 1609 or 1609. We got 3 out of 4 pockets picked. I don't, like I said, pockets, not a big surprise there. I usually don't always focus on the pocket pick. I usually knock them out to take it later. Locks picked 3. Could have got 4, but I bashed down the door. Max stab 0, knockout 16, damage dealt 26, damage taken 0, healing taken 0. And 1 thing killed, which was Torben. So, that's that mission. Yeah. Not exactly the greatest mission. It's kind of already a little bit frustrating due to the fact that it's not exactly the best English. But at least that can be understandable due to not everybody having the best English, especially if you come from another country. It is definitely a nice little attempt or whatnot, but it is definitely too based on normal, whatever. The first few guards in particular, I'm thinking of, are very frustrating. The well situation, it's like you can't really even look around. If you try and look around, you're more likely to alert the guards. So it's like you have to really almost either be aware of the situation beforehand or just kind of sit there and watch as the guards pass and hope for your right opportunity. And it's just kind of a pain. And similarly with getting inside the house, it's almost like you have to know beforehand that there's that guard patrol in there. But at least you can kind of give the excuse that Twitch-based response is something that's kind of sometimes done in Thief. And is kind of something that should be expected at times. Really, this is why, like, Thief 2 definitely does a lot better of a job, in my opinion, though, because Thief 2, really, like I said, I have a lot of criticism for the Thief 1 levels in general, like Cragscleft and whatnot, has a lot of flaws, in my opinion. And this is one of the reasons why I like see like Thief 2 being a lot better, because that has a lot of guards or whatnot that you know you can kind of examine the situation and evaluate and work around it. This, it's like if you're not aware of it, you're basically out of luck, and that exactly isn't nice in my book. Maybe we wouldn't have had so many problems with it if it wasn't for the sound issues. Maybe if we could have heard the guard walking around, maybe we wouldn't have had that problem to begin with. But I don't know if I could hear that one guard in particular, but I did notice there were sound issues. If you notice, like that one guard muttering, when he was not too far away. And speaking of that one guard, he was a pain to knock out, which I guess it's kind of the idea that you should make your levels that way it can accept multiple playstyles. You sh- For people that want to ghost, basically the Thief community at this point, when you create a fan mission, it has to be ghostable. I really think it should be applied to all of his styles too. It should, all, people should be knockoutable in some fashion. It should be possible to do such. It shouldn't just be like a glitchy based thing that you have to hope for luck. And similarly with the murdering way, if you want to go on a bloodthirsty rampage, you should have a difficulty setting or something set up that you should be able to do such, just so that way you can have that mode. It should complement as many playstyles as possible. And like I said, certain situations just don't apply for that here. And while all those gripes are level, like I said, at least most of them I could hand wave. Um, I don't like zero ambient lighting. That is definitely a no-no for me. And in a level like this, where I'm more apt to alert the guards because it's Twitch-based, it kind of makes it more likely for me to get frustrated because I cannot see what I'm doing because it is totally pitch black. And like I said, that could be seen as challenge, but really, it's not a fun challenge to not be able to see what you're doing. And it's not a fun challenge when you think out what you're doing beforehand and are doing something, and the game basically is being cheap to you with that guard sleeping. That guard sleeping, as you saw basically every single time I tried to do it, I'd sneak up on him, be totally stealthy. He would wake up, and unlike every other guard that wakes up in Thief, normally guards don't even wake up until you try and blackjack them or do something like pick a lock or you'll run near them or something. This one, no. As soon as you do anything nearby him, he wakes up, and you try and knock him out. He's already in search mode, so more than likely he's going to try and murder you within the first few seconds of him waking up. Unless you can find the dark patch, which that room in particular seems to be pretty cool because it doesn't really have many dark patches to hide in. So, yeah, it's a combination of a very twitchy guard in a very lit up room that makes for a very frustrating area. Combine that with the fact that we also have a door that takes forever to pick open, to the point that I basically say I have enough of this, and I pull out my sword and have to bash it down. That should never really occur. There's locks that sometimes it's like, I'll be like, this lock is taking a while, even the original game or whatnot. But there becomes a certain point where it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think today we have seen basically what absolutely ridiculous looks like, because there was no excuse in the world for how long this lockpick took. And yeah, definitely not fun, especially to be met with absolutely no rewards or anything in there. It had no tension, no anything, and it was really a pain in the butt rum. But like I said, overall, a mission just filled, with a bunch of different little rough edges and whatnot that most likely are going to prick you and make the level not that much of an enjoyable experience. It basically is something done in the vein of like a noble death or something, but unlike a noble death, it's a lot more unstable in my opinion. See, a noble death, I can't really think of too many guards that you couldn't knock out beyond those ones on the base floor. The base floor was frustrating, but once you get past the base floor, of a noble death, everything was pretty decent. You had guards that you had to time or whatnot, but you could have, the sound was pretty clear, so you could tell in advance that they would be coming that way. That's kind of the idea. You have the idea of responsiveness. You have a warning or something. In this, you don't really have that sense of clarity due to sound bugs, due to everything just lining up together in a way that just becomes really grating. And that's kind of why I ended up getting a little bit ranting and raving or whatnot. So, yeah, definitely not exactly the best emissions. Not the worst emissions either. Like I said, overall, the level is, the concept's pretty good. It's, stealing a house or whatnot. And it could have been a lot worse, as seen by some other fan missions. It's not the worst fan mission out there by a long shot. But, like I said, it has a lot of rough edges that just makes it so I can't really accept it as being a very decent mission. So, with all that said, I think I should be wrapping this up. I've been ranting and raving for a little bit of time, but I just had to kind of get my say in because I know I was kind of, ranting a little bit during the middle of my playthrough, and I decided I should probably explain what exactly, I'm talking about here. It's not so much the fact that, the thing was getting challenging, it's the fact that it's getting frustrating due to things that aren't exactly the most fair. And that's kind of the best way to give an example, is point it to stuff like in Thief 2, some very challenging levels in Thief 2, or point it even to like the upper floors of a very similar fan mission we did not too long ago. That, was not exactly the most challenging in comparison to like, Thief 2 or whatnot, but it is, more on par with this, and shows that this could have accomplished something a bit better because that existed a little bit earlier. Anyway, all that in mind, like I said, I was already trying to close up and I added a little bit extra. So, I'm going to close up here. I'll see you all next time, people. Thank you for watching, and farewell for now. Continue on your safe travels and continue taffing.